Enshrouded is an early access sandbox survival roleplay game that I've put roughly 50 hours into. I'm going to be giving you my honest and unbiased rating of the game, and keep in mind it is early access, so most of the flaws ideally should be adjusted on full release of the game. Set in the open world of Embervale, Enshrouded draws inspiration from games like Zelda Breath of the Wild, Valheim, and Soulsborne-like games, with the main goal being to purge the land of foggy areas called the Shroud, and summon NPC companions that aid you in crafting new gear, weapons, and other items from the vast number of resources you've gathered along the way. Unfortunately, with this being early access, you're capped out at level 25, and upgrading your base flame altar to level 6. The flame level is what allows you to access higher levels of the Shroud, and you'll know if it's too high because you'll die almost immediately. This drains your enshrouded timer almost instantly and you die where you stand, dropping everything in your inventory. One of the things I hope is nerfed in the full release of the game is the glowing red areas usually located at the lower levels of the map. The way I died most of the time was gliding into the foggy areas without being able to bank away in time from low visibility and landing right in the floor is lava areas, dying immediately. I hope they change it to where it just drains the timer a bit faster, or maybe just damages your health. Anything other than instant death. When you die in Enshrouded, it completely resets your rested meter. The rested meter that you buff from building up the comfort level at your base. So it's an annoying amount of back and forth you have to do when you die. When you're not rested, it's hard to do almost anything because your stamina meter runs out way too fast. Which brings me to the good. A way that you can mitigate the back and forth is simply placing one of your flame altars you're allotted near wherever you're exploring. And like Valheim's portals, it gives you a point of fast travel in the game. I really like the fact that, unlike most survival games, eating food and drinking just gives you a buff. And building up your base with nicer furniture gives you a longer rested duration. So there's an incentive to it. That being said, if you don't like building, you can just claim one of the abandoned towns by placing down a flame altar. Those places usually already have great bonuses and tons of stuff already in the houses. Combat in the game is a ton of fun. I found with the aggressive melee style build that I run, it's easy to solo almost anything. The AI of the enemies isn't very good, unfortunately. You can cheese any enemy by just attacking them from a higher elevation with a ranged weapon. I'm not into that sort of thing, but I'm sure if that turns you off, it should be adjusted by full release. The overall feel of the game to me satisfies almost every need of what you want in a survival game, if that's what you're looking for. It's not too grindy, and you can easily look past some of the annoyances I've referenced, even if they're not adjusted by full release. This game to me was a 7.5 out of 10 experience. I think it has a ton of potential to be one of my favorite survival RPG games once it's fine-tuned into the full release version. That's my Enshrouded Early Access review. Thanks for watching.